we are not giving you this sugar. There is no way you're getting the sugar.
With the amount of caffeine, if I eat any of that, it's over.
Yes.
Now, this is a very thoughtful gift because I hear you're actually allergic to most flowers.
No, some of the fragrances really drive me nuts. But no, this is good.
Yeah.
This is good. Yeah.
Do you know what's funny? I'm not allergic to roses. I'm a huge plant flower kid. I love gardens, but I can't.
You were a flower child?
But I can't. Yeah, kind of. I can't wear anything with rose in it, like a spray or anything. That's funny. I'm allergic as well. Like with.
And I brought you roses.
No.
Okay.
I love roses. I can have them.
Killed Kelly Clarkson on her 1,000.
No.
Her 1,000 show. Okay.
No, when rose is like, you know how I found out? It was actually because I was spraying like a toner and then I had a deodorant that had rose in it. And I was like, why am I breaking out? But no, I can take them in my house. I love them. They're beautiful. I should have left all of that out. Okay. I don't know why I said it. I just have verbal diarrhea.
This is why I love coming here.
I don't know how they've let me have this show so long. It's crazy.
Because it's a talk show and you...
It's crazy.
Talk. A lot.
But we are celebrating 1,000
But you talk and
episodes.
sing, which is so great. Like, your voice is amazing.
Thank you.
You can sing any genre.
I like to celebrate as many genres as I can.
And I worry for people when you cover their songs. I'm like,
you're stupid.
She covered your song, don't sing it anymore.
No, it is a thing though, because I try and sing it a little differently because I'm such a fan of like so many artists. You try and change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's hard to do because I love so many artists, but I just love music.
No, what's hard to do is sing other people's songs and make them sound so great. So you're really good at that.
You're very nice. Well, hey, we are celebrating 1,000 episodes now. That's nothing compared to how much you've been on TV. How many hours you think?
Oof. Last we checked, it was probably, had about 2,500 hours of television that I've made over time. Yeah, it's insane.
You're like coming up on Oprah.
Coming up on Oprah.
Yeah, you're trying to grab that baton. So wait, what do you remember like about the first time you were on TV?
Gosh, not very much. I remember going to watch, kind of like a lot of you guys here in the audience, I went to watch a sitcom be filmed. And I was in Hollywood. I was so excited. It was my favorite show. I won't tell you what it is, but I was just watching it. And they were like, okay. And I just sat there. And I sat there and I sat there. That thing took 12 hours for them to shoot 30 minutes. And then they do that all week. So immediately I was thinking, there's a better way to do this. So we do it a little better, a little faster, I'd say. Yeah.
But you're gonna have so much fun today. We don't go that long.
So good.
We don't go that long. I'd speak fast, although a lot. Well, speaking of celebration, so you went to a concert. Was it New Year's?
New Year's,
Did you see Janet?
I saw Janet in Vegas,
I've never seen a full show. I only saw her at the Billboard when I hosted, and she did like a medley.
Oh, you've got to see her. You've got to see her.
I love her.
Even being in the business of 40 years, 50 years now, I think.
Wow.
Still doing it, still killing it on stage. I marvel at her. She was amazing.
Yeah. What's your favorite? What's your favorite Janet song?
I love them all, but I think my favorite is probably Escapade. Take Me on Escapade.
Escapade.
That's a good travel the world song.
Hey, that's a good one.
Don't sing it. Don't sing it.
No, I love singing it. We actually covered Escapade on here. My favorite is, why are you throwing
here's a real truth. I'm a big dude, and every time I come on one of these shows,
pillows?
No, they've got these little bitty couches and these pillows. So if I put this back here, I would be sitting here like this. So I move it so I can sit down. On every show, I have to do it.
You sound like my ex. He's like, why are there so many damn pillows on this bed?
Yeah.
Because I like pillows. Yeah.
A lot of them on the bed.
Because I can't reach the floor. So I have to have pillows. So you want to
make me uncomfortable.
Yep.
So I got it.
It's a power move.
It's a power move,
Tyler.
Right. Exactly right.
Okay, wait.
Exactly right.
Let's take a quick commercial break. We have an audience member to help us out.
Hi, Tyler and Kelly. I'm Stephanie. Kelly, congrats on 1,000 episodes. What an accomplishment. Tyler, I really hope you're inspired because we need some Kelly Clarkson numbers on my favorite show. It's called Sisters. I think you know it well. Every Wednesday, I never miss an episode. It's like watching my sister circle come to life. And I checked. There's been 179 episodes. I'm just saying, for your fans, can we crank those numbers up? More with Kelly and Tyler after the break.
Welcome back to our 1,000th episode. Tyler Perry is here with us. His new Tyler Perry's Duplicity. It's on Prime Video. We're gonna get to the show in a minute.
I wish they could have heard you in the commercial break. I'm just gonna tell everybody. Kelly just said to me.
Because he was talking about how he.
No.
Okay, we're not talking about.
No,
okay, we were talking about something, and I said, no, that's sexy, and he did not agree, and so I called. Yeah.
That's the baddest I've ever heard in my life. I was just like, okay, there's gonna be a lot of beeps on this show. Sorry, go ahead.
No, but we were talking about in the break too. Your son, he's into soccer now, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to games and stuff.
Yes, as many as I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, wait, I hear that his mama, right, is kind of maybe like me at games.
What, screaming, yelling, and,
Yeah.
the ref and all in their face and all. Yep, that's her.
Yeah.
And I'm embarrassed. I'm sitting in the back in a chair. First of all, I don't understand what they're doing.
You don't have to.
Well, soccer's not really like an American. It's not like football or something you grew up watching here for someone like me.
Yeah.
But I see her screaming. I go, yeah. Was that good?
Was it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I get into it. Yeah. I mean, I'm not embarrassing. I don't want to say that. But
let me ask your kid if you're embarrassed.
No, I like to say supportive.
Supportive.
Yes.
Which is code for embarrassing. Yes.
Whatever, tomato. So wait, what has your son taught you? Because I feel like they teach you things about yourself almost.
Well, he's taught me so much, so many wonderful things. But the thing that I learned about these beautiful little babies that you have, and they grow up, and then they get a little older and they start playing soccer, and all of that cute, sweet baby smell turns musty. Yeah, I'm like, boy, you need on some deodorant.
Yeah.
Oh, mom doesn't want me to wear deodorant. She just give me tea tree oil. I was like, son, you passed tea tree under your arms. You need to put on some deodorant.
I'm with her though, so I'm a lot like her. It's like those products. Just try and find a natural one.
Which is exactly what I tried to do, and then she's always like, well, this ingredient and that ingredient and that ingredient. So I was like, just let him be funky. Just let him walk around funky, because I don't know what to do with it.
No, and it's so funny that we don't care what we put on ourselves, but all of a sudden when it comes to our kid, we're like looking at all the ingredients.
Well, listen, when I'm much older than you, so when I was growing up, when they come down spraying for mosquitoes, we run out behind the truck, just running around.
Yeah.
It's raining. Like,
same childhood.
Same southern thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's put that weed killer on there while we're out there in the grass.
Running the DEET.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Just kill us all. Yeah.
It's like you're spraying for mosquitoes, but you're also spraying yourself with harmful chemicals.
That's right. And then they wonder why I'm the way I am and you talk so much. It's just,
he was trying so hard not to go, and you're the way you are. And he was like, how do I word this? I'm gonna navigate it. You're right, though. So you only have yourself to blame, society.
Yes.
So you started to look into therapy last year, right?
Yeah.
What is it? I heard it was like several therapists.
Yeah, there's this program I went to that was phenomenal, and I don't want to mention the name because they'll get overrun, but it was, I had never done therapy in my life, and I was just at a point in my life where it felt like things were breaking. I was holding so much up, and I was like, I got to go figure out what this is, or I'm not going to be any good.
That weight.
Yeah, the weight. Yeah. Because what happens is you can handle it at 20 years, somewhere around 40, 50, that thing starts to get really heavy. And for me, turning 50 was really rough. So I did this thing at 54 and found out some amazing things about myself, encouraged myself, lined it up with what I pray and believe, and it has been life-changing for me. Yeah, life-changing.
Well, you're not going to tell them, but I would love the number.
Yes.
It is true. Like with blessings, though, does come a lot of weight, and then you feel the pressure of like having to keep going.
In this business, it's insane. The lies, the drama, the foolishness, and the stories that are made up about you. I'm like, who the hell are you talking about? That is nowhere near who I am. You know this well.
And you're like, I'm too tired to combat all of it.
And you get to a point where, listen, I'm a fighter. I've been fighting all my life. I know how to do that. But now I have a child. Who has to see this stuff, and that is where you want to see a lion come out of me.
Yeah, Mama Bear.
You want to see a come out of me when you start dealing with my kid that way. Then we got a problem.
No, agreed. Oh, you're a great dad. Okay. That was a look at his new movie, Tyler Perry's Duplicity, which you can see now on Prime Video. So your new film called Duplicity. So what's it about? Seems intense.
It's very intense. I'm tired of people using hot button issues and hashtags to service their own goals. So I wrote this movie about these people who are being manipulated and used, and they don't know the full story. It's a thriller. It gets really intense. You find out some things you find out how really, really twisted all of this stuff can be. So on both sides. So yeah, that's why I wanted to write about
I know.
this.
I love watching stuff like that for one reason, just because you're like, oh my, I love like you didn't see it coming.
Yeah,
but then at the same time, then you start applying that to real life and you're like, no, wait, that's not fun.
Yeah,
When that
exactly
actually
right.
happens.
And when that actually happens, yeah.
So what drew you to Atlanta from New Orleans? Why the big move?
Freaknik.
Freaknik? They don't do that anymore, do they?
No.
It got closed down like in the 90s, yeah.
It was just, in the 90s, it was Black Spring Break. Like, white kids went to the beach, black kids went to the mall in Atlanta. I don't know why. So I went there, and when I got there, I saw black people doing well for the first time in my life. There were doctors and lawyers and business owners and suits walking down the street. And coming from New Orleans, I had never seen that happen for black people.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this place? So I packed my Hyundai and got all my 2 pieces of clothes and went right back and moved.
Yeah. I love that. That's empowering.
Yeah,
It inspired you.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
amazing.
Yeah, the home of Dr. Martin Luther King. I mean, how could you not be inspired? I feel like the history that's there and the legacy that's there, it is something that inspires anyone who's a dreamer, who has hope and want to work hard.
Powerful
That's
leader.
the place to be. Yeah, that's the place to be.
So is it true you mentioned your Hyundai? So that was your first car, right?
No, my first car was a Ford Escort. Yeah.
My first car was a Ford. But
We
not
have
an
so
Escort.
much in common.
It was a Ford Explorer Sport, and this is sad, but like right after I got it, and it was so expensive. I worked so hard for that, and I got in a wreck, and it got bashed in, and I couldn't afford the deductible. So for like 2 solid years, I lied to cops. I was like, "Oh, I just got in this accident. I'm about to go get it fixed." Every time I got pulled over, How was your first Ford? Mine was great. How was yours? I've had a lot of caffeine, which you don't drink caffeine, do you?
No.
Which question do you want to answer?
Okay, I'm trying to find it. Yeah, I'm getting scared. No. For the caffeine of the car.
Caffeine. No,
Okay.
I hear this about you. You don't have caffeine.
No.
I have had quite a bit, sir,
I can
this
tell.
morning.
What happens when you don't have Folgers in your cup? What happens?
No,
I
it's
mean,
fine. It's fine because I switched to tea or matcha, or sometimes
Matcha's
just
good.
water if
Yeah.
I want. But like I know I don't need it.
Yeah.
I just love it.
Yeah.
It's called addiction.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure. I have to talk about this.
Yeah.
This is probably my favorite part of the interview coming up right now.
Okay.
Although it's been a real weird ride. Sorry about that.
I'm with you. I'm tracking.
You are following along,
Yes.
sir. I've had way too much caffeine. But you're doing Sister Act 3 with Whoopi Goldberg.
Yes.
You don't understand.
Yeah.
That is one of the reasons why I'm a singer today and a performer today. Those movies, I love those movies.
Yeah, and it's taken a long time to get Disney in the right direction to get this going, and I'm just hoping that we all can get it going soon because it's wonderful.
Oh, please make it happen.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I want it for all the ladies. I want it for Whoopi. Yeah, I want it for all the fans, us. Yeah.
And it inspired an entire generation of kids. Lauryn Hill, being part of the second one,
Lauryn Hill, yeah.
I know.
Who sang at Roberta Flack's funeral? Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I love her voice so much. They're just rare voices that are so special that stand out that you know, ooh, that's who that is when they're singing.
That's right.
A very special
Like
thing.
mine. Like when I sing, people know it's me.
They know. Let's take another break. Tyler Perry's Duplicity is now on Prime Video. He's great.
We are not giving you this sugar. There is no way you're getting the sugar.
With the amount of caffeine, if I eat any of that, it's over.
No, I think it's great. I think actually you have to start here. Have you ever had salt licorice?
No. Oh.
It's good to do this on camera.
No, I want to see it. Okay. Salt licorice.
Have you?
I'm going to say it sounds like...
I've had it a lot.
Yeah. So good.
What?
Just swallow.
No. Absolutely not. That is not good.
The rest you can have, I'm sure.
Okay, wait, so this is like a Swedish candy? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
I'm just getting a big swig. Okay, you know what though?
By the way,
The aftermath in my mouth is all right.
Then I'm so glad she's here. I'm so glad you're here to help me. So glad you're here.
To navigate.
To navigate, yeah.
To navigate it. No, I've had a lot of caffeine, so he was very nervous that you brought sugar. But you brought a present. That's so nice. A gift. You brought that's very sweet.
Yeah, congratulations.
Okay, thank you.
I feel so honored. The thousands.
Yeah. Wait,
show.
let's talk about the assessment. So
Yes.
tell us about this.
Well, it's a film. It's about a couple who, in the near distant future, is trying to have a child but the world's resources are running so low that the government has decided that you need to be assessed as a couple to be allowed if you're going to be able to have a child or not. So this couple one day has a little knock on the door, and there I am.
But isn't it funny that they just let you go, you make a baby and they just let you go home with it? You didn't take a class, you don't know what you're doing, and you just go home and you're like, I guess I'm doing this. Isn't that kind of scary when you go home with the first one?
It's very scary.
And you're like, oh my God, I wasn't even good at test taking. I'm responsible for a human? Yeah. It's a little, were you scared at all, first being a parent?
No.
No. Wow. Whatever, Tyler.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. All the sleep training stuff, Galila was exhausted. She couldn't get the baby down. I was like, you got to let him cry. You got to let him cry. She was like, no, I can't let him cry. I can't let him cry. I can't let him cry. I was like, okay, all right, go to bed. I took the kid in there, laid down, go your ass to bed, walked out, closed the door. Slept through the night. There's your sleep training. It's done. We're good.
Yeah. No, my mom.
I'll call you next time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was hardcore like that. And I remember my first time, my mom was like, are you gonna go get her? And I was like, she's gonna be fine. Her diaper is clean, she's fine. But it's the other people that kind of pressure you, like, oh, you should go get them. I'm like, no, they've got to learn to self-soothe.
That as long as you were like one person, it was fine. But two, then you start to look at one another. Are you waiting, or are you being a bad parent now? Or am
exactly. I know. Okay, so listen, the movie is set in the future. So if you could look into the future, are you one of those people that would? Would you want to know?
No. No.
Okay, not at all?
No, but I just feel like then I am one of those people who kind of think that our life is predestined. And I think if I would know, it would just ruin the journey, and I would just like think about every single choice or every action that I make and
see, I would think that maybe you could change it.
So that's the difference, I guess, then, because I think maybe you can't. So maybe that's why I don't want to.
What do you think? Would you want to see the future?
I'm not a person who wants to see the future. I love living day to day. But however, what's happening right now in the world, I want to know what's going to happen.
Just a little peek.
Just a little peek.
Just a little peek.
Yeah.
Because you're like, where should I buy property?
Yeah. I'm like, I have a 10-year-old. Where's the world going?
Yeah. I would 100% without a doubt want to see.
Yeah.
No, I mean, just because it's like, I mean, it wouldn't even make me, if I'm not there, then it's like, well, I'd want to make sure, I guess I should make sure I'm doing that anyway, but I'd want to make sure I leave like little videos for my kids, or like, I'd want to make sure if I'm going to be there or not there. I don't know. I think I would want to know.
You think you would want to know?
Yeah.
Wow.
Would y'all want to know? Would you want to know?
Well, yeah.
She said hard no.
Yeah.
She said yeah. But some of y'all are yeah. Okay, whatever. All right, we have a clip. Here's Alicia in the assessment.
Whoa, what the?
You shouted at me.
I did not.
You did.
It was
you
not.
shouted.
No, I raised my voice.
Did?
I did not. It's not. I raised my voice. It's not the same. It's not the same thing.
Did.
No, I didn't.
It was a little loud.
No, it was not.
Did.
Okay, Virginia, that's very cute, very charming. Okay. Virginia. Virginia, could you sing? Virginia, please stop.
You guys want to have children now?
I haven't seen the whole thing, but from that, I'm going to assess that you should not have a child in this. That is, what a great teaser.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to see it
Everyone
now.
wants a child. I might come knocking on your door.
You did.
You know the thing, that is in you. That character.
I was 5 months pregnant while shooting that, so I guess I had some real inspiration going.
Oh, I had to work pregnant both times. That's horrible. Was it okay?
I mean, the first few weeks, I was still like not feeling great.
Yeah.
So that was really tough.
I've never had to work pregnant. Never.
Never a hurdle for you.
No,
yeah.
no.
Oh, God. All right. Well, congratulations on that. That must have been hard. And you looked psychotic. I love it. The assessment is in theaters tomorrow.